So here is another video on a very important question. This question had been asked by one of the students and I'm trying to provide you the solution. Those who are lacking time, you can just simply go to the end of the video and take a snapshot of the screen. Okay, so the question says find transfer function, impulse response and step response of CT. CT means continuous time LTI system. Also sketch impulse and step response of so and so. Okay. So this is the given question. First thing we need to understand the question. What do you understand by impulse response? Impulse response means output when input is impulse. What do you understand by step response? Step response means output when input is unit step. Okay. So first we will solve this differential equation by taking Laplace transform. Now here you have to consider one thing, that the initial condition is 0. No initial condition is given. That means initial condition is 0. So we will take Laplace transform of the equation. Given equation is this. Laplace of d by dt yt is sys. Laplace of yt is ys. Laplace of xt is xs. Remember here, if initial condition is 0, the formula will not be same. Please go through that formula. Now take ys common and you are left with this. Now we will have to replace xs according to the question. The first part of the question says find impulse response. So impulse response, in impulse response, how much is the input? What is the input? Input is impulse. Impulse response means input is xt is impulse. So when xt is del t, xs is equal to 1. Iska Laplace. Okay, so Laplace del t ka Laplace kya hai? 1. After this we will substitute in the given question. We have substituted in the given question. Find ys, take inverse Laplace and you will get yt. So inverse of 3 upon s plus 2 is what? 3 into e raised to minus 2t ut. So this is the impulse response. Okay, so this is impulse response. We have solved one part of the question. Now we are asked what? Step response. So what is step response? Step response is response when input is step. Input should be step. So if xt is ut, what is xs? Iska Laplace kya? Ut ka 1 upon s. Simply we will substitute in the previous equation. In place of xs we will write 1 upon s. So 3 into xs था, 3 upon s हो गया अभी. ys को एक साइड रखो और इसका इनवर्स निकालो. इसका इनवर्स कैसे निकालेंगे? Use partial fraction method. So using partial fraction, find the value of a and b. I am not going to detail of this. You know this better. So a और b का value आया 1.5 and minus 1.5. So after you get a and b value, just take inverse of this. Inverse of 1 upon s is ut. Inverse of 1 upon s plus 2 is e raised to minus 2t ut. So this is the step response of the given question. So I'll just hold the phone so that you can take a screenshot of the given problem. Okay, I will hold it again at the end. Okay, so this is the first part of the question. What was the question? Find impulse response and step response. We have found impulse response and step response. What is transfer function? Sorry, I have not made any mention of this. So what is transfer function? ये जो आया था ना, ys, this equation, just take xs that side. Ys upon xs is equal to 3 upon s plus 2. So what is transfer function? Ys, sorry, it's difficult for me because I am holding my phone with one hand. Ys upon xs is equal to 3 upon s plus 2. So this is what? This is the transfer function. Transfer function is written as what? Hs. So this is your transfer function. Okay, so transfer function we have found. We have found impulse response and we have found what? Step response. Now we need to sketch impulse and step response. So this is a tricky part for most of you. So how to sketch impulse response? We have got. What is the solution? Yt is equal to 3 times e raised to minus 2t ut. Very simple. ये कौन सा फंक्शन है? ये डिक्रीजिंग एक्सपोनेंशियल फंक्शन है. डिक्रीजिंग, अगर नहीं समझ में आ रहा है इंक्रीजिंग डिक्रीजिंग, क्या करना है? टी के जगह पुट 0. t के जगह 0 डालो तो क्या आएगा? e raised to 0. e raised to 0 is what? 1. 1 into 3 will become 3. So the first value of this equation will be what? 3. So at t equal to 0, when t is 0, this becomes 1. 1 into 3 becomes 3. So at 0 it is 3. Afterwards it is a minus sign. Whenever you go on putting values of t, it will go on decreasing. अगर ये कंफ्यूज हो रहा है तो t का वैल्यू डाल के कैल्सी में फाइंड करो. नो कंफ्यूजन, यू विल गेट डिक्रीजिंग वैल्यू एंड जस्ट ट्राई टू प्लॉट 2 3 वैल्यूज. सो अगर e raised to minus है, इट इज डिक्रीजिंग. e raised to प्लस होगा तो इट विल बी इंक्रीजिंग. 3 e raised to minus 2t, it looks something like this. So you have sketched what? Impulse response. Similarly you need to sketch what? The step response. So step response we have found, it is what? yt is equal to 1.5 times ut minus 1.5 times e raised to minus 2t ut. तो अभी हम लोग इसको ऑपरेशन वी विल सॉल्व. सो वी विल ड्रॉ 1.5 टाइम्स ut. 1.5 ut कैसे दिखेगा? ut, बट मैग्नीट्यूड विल बी व्हाट? 1.5, नॉट 1. हाउ विल दिस सिग्नल लुक? 1.5 टाइम्स e raised to minus 2t ut. सेम पहले के जैसा है. At t equal to 0, this will be e raised to 0, 1. 1 into 1.5 is 1.5. So starting value will be what? 1.5, and then continuously decreasing exponential. So you have drawn this signal and this signal. You have drawn this and this. अभी इसको subtract करना है. So we will simply subtract these two. So how to subtract? Start from the point 0. Add 0, this is what? 1.5. Add 0, this is what? 1.5. 1.5 minus 1.5, 0. So starting value 0, ये अपने को पता है. Okay? इतना we have understood. Starting point is 0. Next, take some random point. Take a random point. Say this point. Say the value here is what? 1.5 से कम ही होगा ना, तो let's say 1. So इधर 1 है और इधर कितना? इधर कांस्टेंट है 1.5. So 1.5 minus 1. 1.5 minus 1 will be 0.5. So 0 से बड़ा थोड़ा सा. Let's consider इधर और डिक्रीज हो गया, इधर 0.5 हो गया. 1.5 minus 0.5 1. तो इधर से पहले से बड़ा. 0.5 इधर था, 1 अभी. तो you know the nature of the curve. Just join the two dots and draw the curve. So this is the complete solution to the given problem. I will simply hold my notebook properly so that you can take a screenshots. Okay, I will also share the picture if you want. You can share it in an official group. Okay, so concentrate only on the above. Okay, any other doubt you can ask me.